Hello, hi, Christine Crow here, and today I'm going to be talking about silver again, because, like I said, I believe that this is going to be skyrocketing. 40% has been taken, well, delivered, about to be delivered to America from London, and that's the gold reserve as well. But also with silver, that is also going up in price. And I believe, like I said, this is going to be the dark horse. Now, currently at the moment, silver is at $30 per ounce, for example, and gold is at, for an ounce, it's at $800 per ounce, for example. Now, I truly, truly believe that if you was to buy scrap gold or silver, for example, then you can get it for a lot cheaper. And you can even refine them yourself, i.e. take it to a gold refining company who will refine them for you at a price. And I believe that that is a good way to start your gold selling business. You know, to start a scrap business, you'll be able to produce sales and you'll make good income from that. We don't know what the pensions are going to be valued at when it comes time to get our pensions. So why not build wealth with gold bars, coins, silver, and really look at this as a long-term thing, as a long-term value where you're able to save for not just now, but also for whenever you need it, because gold is liquidity. Gold is always available for sale. And what is amazing is that over time, it increases in value. So you'll be able to say, for example, if you purchase, say, an ounce every month over the next 12 months, 24 months, 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, imagine what that would be worth. So for example, if I was saving, say, an ounce of gold a month, going at today's current value, for example, then in 10 years, it could be worth, say, $100,000, $150,000, for example. Now that can really help either with your pension as a top up, so that you've got additional income, so that you can live the lifestyle that you've worked so hard for. You know, you don't just wait for your pension to arrive for you just to barely survive. That is not what we want for one another. We want to be able to look at our future, and if our family members need assistance or whatever, college or for a wedding or for a down payment on a house, you can give them a couple of gold bars or sell it and give them the money so that they've got something solid that they can put down on a property. Or for you, for example, you may want to use it because you may decide to move abroad. Look at me, I'm here in Cyprus here, and you can see here, I'm here right by the beautiful shores, and you know, this is such a beautiful place to be. But my point is that if we don't start buying gold and silver now, the price is going to go up and up and up. They're skyrocketing as it is. Gold has gone up. It should be probably about 3,000 per ounce coming up shortly. Silver is at 35 per ounce, for example, but that's going to skyrocket because of the industrial need, i.e. solar panels, AI, industrial manufacturing. They need silver. So that's going to drive the price up high. And this is why I am going on and on and on about it, because I don't want you to miss out. There's a reason why the banks are getting their own gold back into their vaults into their own vaults, because they need to have that ready for when and if they need it, and because they know that the dollar is devaluating. They don't want to rely on the dollar because the value is, it's deteriorated. So the gold will still be valuable. It will still have a good solid value, and it will go up and up and up. So I highly recommend that you buy gold and silver, for example. Then what you could do, if you want to start a gold and silver business, a scrap business where you're buying it for a lot less cheaper, and then you're turning it into your own gold, for example, then you can do that. And you just keep building and stocking so that you can have you can even have a vault safely for somewhere and store your gold, which is what a lot of people are doing now. They're getting their gold bars, for example, and their gold reserves, and they're storing it themselves so that they know where it is if and when they need it in an emergency. Gold and silver is about building for the future, building wealth, getting the value from it, but also its aspect of that if there's an emergency, you can get hold of the cash straight away and use it so that you're not vulnerable. We're in the recession, we might as well say it. The recession is here, but we can do things about it so that we're not left so vulnerable. For example, you know yourself that when you go to the supermarkets, you're seeing prices for food are going up, for example. In some places they've doubled, for example, and that's going to create less income for you. But if you was to be able to put, even if you put $100 aside each month, $200, whatever you can afford to do so, for example, and put that towards buying gold and silver. If you can't buy them from these bullion dealers, the reputable ones, for example, start your own gold scrap business. You will meet people, you'll make friends. At the same time, you're going to make money from it, but you'll make your own. You'll be able to put your gold, get it refined, whether you turn it into coins or whether you turn it into silver, or if it's a gold coin, you can turn it into a gold coin or a gold bar, for example. And you imagine doing that every 3 months, and by the end of the year you could have, say, 5 gold bars. Imagine what that can do for you, right? But you don't necessarily have to spend it. Save it, let it accumulate year after year after year. And what will happen eventually is that you will have an income that you can use for a rainy day. So, for example, save for your pension. You've got time, save for your pension. Even if you haven't got time and you're, doing your pension now, start putting some money aside for it. Because whatever money we put into the bank, we're not getting much interest back. You're getting hardly anything. It's not worth it. So buy yourself some gold and silver and invest in that, and the stocks will go up because the need is getting stronger and it's skyrocketing. Especially silver, like I said, is the dark horse. That is the one that's going to be really, really pushing forward, and it's cheaper, a lot cheaper. So you can start with hardly anything. You don't have to be spending 800 for an ounce of gold, for example. Well, I'll say a quarter of an ounce of gold, for example. So if you're thinking about your pension, what's it going to be, what's the amount going to be, if you're worried about things like that, then start looking at investing in gold and silver. And if you can get broken scrap gold or silver, broken jewelry, that is cheaper, and then you build that stock, for example, till it comes an amount where you can have it melted down go to a refinery, they charge you for it, and then look, hey presto, you've got a gold bar or you've got a silver bar, for example, that you can sell or save it for a rainy day. Just like stockpile it, have it in a vault, take it to a vault, or hold it somewhere where no one knows that you hold this. For example, you don't want to be bragging to everyone, oh, look at this, I've got a gold bar or silver bar. No one needs to know. It's your business, it's private, you keep it to yourself. Do not tell even your family members that you've got it, unless there's a time when you need to pull it out, for example, to give it to them as a gift. For example, you know, imagine if you would have saved, say, a gold bar, for example, over a 10-year period, for example, that then creates $100,000 to $150,000 that you can use to pay towards your pension, for example. You know, and there's very good companies out there that are reputable that you can actually use for this, you know, and it protects your future. So you're not living hand to mouth. You want to be able to have that additional income coming in each month, or give it to loved ones, you know, that are struggling, that you can actually say, hey, look, I've got this for you. Surprise, surprise, and you've given them something lovely which they can use, and it can help make their lives a lot better. So I wanted to share that with you today because of the gold and silver prices that are going up. I started off doing scrap gold and scrap silver many years ago in 2007, and I never thought it would actually come to the amount that it is. And it didn't take much effort having gold parties or silver parties or whatever. Everyone was having fun and we made money from it. And you can do the same too. You can do the same too. And what I'd like to say to you is you know, there's a link here. I'm offering a free guide for you to download, for example, here, and just download it. I'll show you how to do it, and you can actually learn how to do it for yourself. If you want more information, I can gladly give it to you, and you can actually be able to grow your gold and silver business, where you can choose to live where you want to live in the world. And imagine, I'm in Cyprus here, and look how beautiful this is. This is where I live. I live in Cyprus, and it's a beautiful place. But like I said, with this gold and silver business, I think it's the perfect time to do it and to start building, because everybody wants to know how to either make a profit, or maybe there's gold and silver that is broken that they just want to sell to you. So you're not spending it at the retail price, you're paying for it at a spot price. You know, what is it worth today? You know, you've measured it, you've tested it, it's good. You then offer the person some money for it, and then you build up your stock and silver material, for example, ready for it to be refined, ready for it to be melted down, and then you've got a gold bar or you've got a silver bar. I really want us just to all start thinking about what we can do to help during this difficult time. We're in inflation time, we're in uncertainty, and what can we actually do? And like I said, gold and silver is, you know, the prices is going up. We can't really rely that much on stock anymore. You know, that's versatile, it's going up and down, up and down. The money, the cash money is depreciating in value. So there's that factor. So we can't buy much for our dollar, for example. So why not start, your own, buying your own silver coins if you want to start off that way, or buying gold coins, for example, or even buying gold bars, for example, or silver bars. But like I said, silver is a lot cheaper now. But imagine if you was to hold your own gold party, and then you are then able to get them refined with a reputable company that does that, that can turn it into gold bars or silver bars, for example. And then you just keep saving. You just keep saving until you've got a good amount of gold and silver. And that is what I would say for you to look at and for you to focus on. Especially if you're, not especially for everybody, but if you're in business, you're going through a difficult time right now. So why not spend, like I mentioned last year, September, to start building, putting money aside each month for a crisis fund. Remember I was saying about putting 10% each month for a crisis fund. Well, imagine you buy 10% of gold or silver, for example, out of the funds that you've got. Then you've got money then built up, ready for a rainy day. And that is how you can build a crisis fund, even with gold. Because like I said, gold is liquid gold. You can get the money out whenever you need it if you were hit with an unexpected expense. So business owners, have a look at this. I'll do a free guide. It is here. Join me live tonight where I talk about how 40% has left the UK, going to America, for example, but people are asking for their gold and silver because they want to be able to have access to it straight away and not have to wait months and weeks, for example, because if you need money in emergency, you know, waiting 6-8 weeks is a long time, isn't it? Especially if you need it like right now. So join me live today, and if you've enjoyed the video, click like and subscribe, for example. I'm giving away a free guide for you to be able to download. It's here on this description, and I want you to be able to start thinking outside of the box. What can you do? How can you increase your portfolio, increase your valuables, for example, for the future? All right, so thank you so much, everyone, and I will speak with you soon. Take care. Thank you. Bye.